Hey guys, good morning and welcome to Saturday. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. It's very chilly here. It's very cold, but we love it. It's better than heat. So if you are new to the channel, please do well to subscribe, do well to like the video. Make sure you join our Telegram channel. The link to the Telegram channel is in the comment section. Please, let's have a conversation for the next 2 minutes. Don't skip this part. So, what's happening right now? I mean, we saw what happened yesterday, and I want to quickly provide an update on what happened and how some of the complaints you guys have been making contributed to us not winning yesterday. Now, a lot of teams, I mean, literally every country, right? Every country on earth, I think over to 150 or so countries were involved in international games. So, all these players came back, and most of them had less than 24 hours to train with their clubs. So imagine the fatigue, right? Imagine the training, imagine the fatigue, and they still had to play yesterday. So you can forgive them for not doing well yesterday. Blame FIFA. FIFA is the organization you should blame for packing those games. Imagine a player who gets to play 3 times in a week, and these players literally played 3 times this week, twice for their country, and yesterday they played for their clubs. These guys are not machines. They are human beings like us. Now, the second reason we lost yesterday was because of the complaints you guys have been making. What happened was, you see that Shanghai pot, right? That Shanghai pot from China. I wanted to play them to do over 1.5 goals. And literally, that was the only game that spelled a beautiful 2.40 odds. So I wanted to play them to do 1.5 goals, which would have entered beautifully because we were left with just one goal. But the odd was just, I think, 1.15. And if I added up those odds, we would have had maybe just 2.10 odds. I would have done that. But then, if I had shared a ticket of maybe 2.10 odds, people would have complained. Last time, a group of people came under the comment section and were complaining his odds are never up to 2 odds. His odds are only 1.8. Like, I can't imagine how greedy and selfish human beings can be. What I usually say and what I usually tell people is, if maybe you enter these games on 1xbet or other betting apps, and you get to have 1.7 odds, and that 1.7 odd can win. That's not bad. The next day we do it 1.8 odd, and that 1.8 odd can win. That's not bad. Why do you want to shoot for 2.5, 3 plus odds that will keep on losing by saying, let me add a lot of games? So that was why I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just go for 2.5 goals so that we can have 2.40 odds in total. So people really, and again, as I keep saying, a lot of people who watch this channel are gamblers, and this channel is not for gamblers. I have said this again and again. We don't want you here. If you are a gambler, we don't want you here. We are investors. We are investing through this channel. We don't gamble. So if you have your gambling spirit, leave the channel. I don't want views. I'm not. As I told you guys, I started this channel when I had just 40 views. What do you call it? 40 views every day. And 2 weeks we won 3 plus odds 2 weeks in a row. That was last year. Only 40 views, no comments. People will just win. They won't comment because there were only less than 50 people used to watch. But I didn't mind. So if you have your gambling spirit, you don't have to be here. Let's stick to doing what we've been doing on this channel and help the right people to win. Okay? So today I have taken time to analyze some matches here, 4 games in total. And what I want to say beforehand is these players need to rest. So even if things don't go well this weekend, please forgive them. Forgive yourself and forgive those of us who give you these predictions. Because these players, just put yourself in their shoes. Imagine having to train every day, and then imagine having to play 3 times in a week and still having to take a flight back to your club. Please put yourself in their shoes and understand what they are going through. This is not match fixing. I'm the one who usually talks about match fixing, but this is no match fixing. So I have taken time to analyze, and I really hope these games can go well. Okay. So the first game we have is PSG Ah, my goodness. PSG, I don't. this I often wish we don't have to mention this name. PSG Brest. I wish they had a second name. What's their alternative name? It's so weird. PSG Brest. Anyway, let's deal with it. So when you look at this PSG team at home, PSG is averaging 2.5 goals at home, as you can see. All right, 2.5 goals. The last time they played at home and the game ended 1-0 was in a Champions League game. But in their league, they score very well. This Brest, they've lived up to their name. And as you can see, they're also averaging a minimum of 2 goals when they've played away from home. And I mean, head to head shows that 4 out of their last 5 meetings always produce goals. Always produce goals. And for those of you, you may want to avoid playing a straight win for this team because, as you can see, last time PSG struggled to beat them in their home. It ended 2-2. So, for those of you who want to play a straight win, be careful. So, what we have to go with, we have to go with the goal market. And the odd for the goal market for over two, not over 2.5 goals, please. For the risk takers, this is not over 2.5 goals. This is over two. I'm saying this in advance so you can be properly guided. It's over 2 goals, and as you can imagine, um, as you guys can imagine, the odd for over 2 goals for this particular fixture is currently priced at 1.21. The next fixture is Man City Brentford. So the only reason I'm playing a straight win for Man City is because Man City is just one of two clubs currently that don't disappoint. They have that shame in their face. They try to deliver every time. And it's so evident in the matches they've played. They've picked up 3 wins in 3 games since they started this season. Brentford has sold the star player that they had, their star striker, who was so excellent for them. So I don't think they will do well this season. And I mean, Brentford is typically strong away from home. And head to head shows that in recent times, Man City always has the upper hand over Brentford. So what am I going with? I'm going with a straight win. City will beat them. I'm pretty convinced. City should beat them comfortably. And the odd for City to beat Brentford is 1.22. And we have Real Sociedad and Madrid. Now, when you look at this Madrid team, for some reason they are having a very poor season, especially when they play away from home. And that's because they've been starting Mbappe. They just need to bench Mbappe or take him off in the second half because Mbappe has become the Jonah in the ship. It's a problem. So when you look at Madrid, they've drawn their last 2 matches, lost twice, and won once. And these 2 losses came in a club friendly. They weren't competitive matches. But I think Madrid will want to put an end to their lackluster away performance today. I think today is the day that Madrid will try and pick a positive result, especially considering the fact that this Real Sociedad team has been very, very poor. I don't know if they are selling their matches to bookies, but they've been very poor. So, I mean, look at the team we are talking about. They lost to Alaves. Alaves has been a poor team. They lost to Rayo Vallecano. They lost to Sasuna, Atletico Madrid. They've been really poor. So, what am I going with? This is a game Madrid will win, right? And head to head actually favors Madrid. So, I'm going with a draw no bet for Madrid, right? A draw no bet for Madrid. I mean, Madrid isn't doing that badly away from home. They've just drawn their last 2 away games. They didn't lose, but they will beat Real Sociedad today. They will beat them today because this Real Sociedad team is poor. I envision that Real Sociedad should be relegated this season. They made us lose some money twice in a row. Right? We played them when they played Alaves. We also played them when they played Rayo. They made us lose twice. So I'm saying that Real Society will be relegated this season because they made us lose money. And today, Madrid will pay them back and help us win some money. So what am I going with? A draw no bet for this Madrid team is 1.28. And finally, you have Vincent Company's team against Holstein Kiel, a newly promoted team against Bayern Munich. For those of you who like to play straight win, please be careful. Be very, very careful of this match. Don't play Bayern Munich straight win. There's something I have seen in this game. So Bayern Munich, even though they've done well away from home. But one thing you notice about them is that they score and concede a lot. And scoring and conceding has always been Vincent Company's identity, right? When he was with Burnley, the same thing happened at Burnley. They just score and concede anyhow. And that's exactly what will happen today. There'll be a lot of goals, but I don't want to stretch this any further. I'm simply going with a draw no bet. Sorry, an over two goals, not draw no bet, please. Over two goals. I repeat, over two goals, not over 2.5 goals, over two goals. And the odd for over two goals is priced at 1.10. All of these games should give you a total of 2.20 odds. I know people will still come and complain that the odds are not big, but the people have no idea the period we are in football. So 2.20 odds. I want to wish you guys the very best and see you out tomorrow.